It's Matt, Taco Potato Mustang. I'm here in the garage in my 2021 Subaru Forester. I'm going to attempt to replace the rear passenger door speaker with something that I picked up from Kicker. I tried a few different troubleshooting things to get this speaker to start working again, and none of it seemed to work, so I'm just going to attempt to replace it and see what happens. So I got ahead of myself a little bit, but the first thing I did was remove this little panel on the door handle, and you can see there's a little screw back here. I guess you have to undo this, and then I think there's another one here, but we'll get there in a minute. So there's another Phillips head screw there. Just gonna remove this screw in the door handle and the one in the door pull. This is to remove a sail panel, which I think is this right here, but just gonna double check. It took a second, but I got this out. Just separating these, I think there's like 7 or 8 of these plugs, keeping the door panel on the door, and that's what you need to access the speaker here. I'm gonna get a few more at the top so I can remove this. Actually need to release the door lock and door release cables. So let me try to figure out where. I think these are the door release, and that might be for the door lock, but just gotta double check. Pretty straightforward to pull the door release cable out. I'm gonna try and show it here. Okay. You can see I have the whole door panel off. One thing I did not do yet is disconnect the car battery, which I'm going to do here in a minute, because you just don't want anything to short out or whatever, and for safety purposes. So I'm going to do that here in a moment, and then to replacing that speaker. Okay, now I'm supposed to remove the 3 Phillips head screws holding the speaker in and probably disconnect the cable for the speaker. This comes out pretty easily, and I remove the screws and then just have to pull it off a little bit. And here it is. It's actually super light. This little magnet on the speaker is quite tiny. Here's the Kicker speaker and the OEM speaker. I'm pretty sure we won't end up using this, but we'll see. And look at the magnet size difference alone. Crazy. All right, so I think I just need to order them. They came with these brackets. So I think I just need to connect the bracket before I put it in. I also have something around here somewhere, but I'll find it in a minute. So I'm connecting the speaker to the speaker bracket using the screws that came with the speaker versus the rivets, as opposed to the rivets that came with the speaker bracket, which apparently is if you need to like do something differently with the door. Although I'll see if I'm doing this right in a minute. Okay, you can see I have the 4 screws keeping the speaker attached to the bracket, and then just gonna line up I think the things that you don't use, you're actually supposed to break off, but I'm gonna double check. I have these adapters, so I don't have to cut any speaker wires. I think this will go, hang on. I think these will just connect right here, and then this piece will just go right where the speaker was, or the old speaker connected. Okay, and to make things easier, the things you actually plug are differently sized, so you can't mix them up. Well, you could, but it would be kind of obvious. this is what it should look like. I think you want to have this going through the little hole in the bracket. We'll see here. Hang on. So presumably this is what it's supposed to look like with the new speaker screwed into the brackets, then the brackets screwed into the door, and the plug hopefully correctly connected. Great. The door went back on, pretty straightforward. Now we're going to see if the speaker actually works.
Who had vastly different stories. One had purchased elsewhere 3 years ago and spent $5,000.
Incredible. It appears to be successful.
The difference? Our customer's mattress lasted 4.
I didn't end up installing the driver's side speaker yet. I think I'll probably do that sometime this week. Anyways, that installation was quite a bit easier than I expected. I guess the inclusion of those adapters for the wiring is just like, maybe that's just a thing that's become a lot more common in the last few years. I remember being like a teenager and in my early 20s trying to do car stereo installations, and I always had to ask my friends who actually knew what they were doing to help me out. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching my video. Keep an eye out for more on Taco Batuta Mustang. Hopefully I got some Mustang videos coming up soon, and use your turn signal.